Hi, Blue Justin here. Still Justin, still not blue, still with the beard. Trying to move on with catching up with my haul videos. I did a quick survey on the Blue Justin Facebook page, link in the description below, about whether these hauls would be better weekly or monthly as I tried last time. The general consensus is they work better weekly. I thought to myself, actually, they work better for me weekly at the moment because I'm trying to convert a lot of my DVD films to Blu-rays where they're available. So I'm getting in quite a large number of Blu-rays each week, and that means that if I did them monthly, it's just a really long video to record, long video to edit, long video for you to watch, and hopefully by breaking them up, you won't get bored of me too quickly. Anyway, this is just going to be because it's a catch-up, this is going to be the starting at the beginning of April. That's it. Yeah, that's where we are. We're starting at the beginning of April, and it's about the first week and a bit because I'm going to run Sundays to Sundays like I was before. But I think the first was in the middle of the week, so I'm going to run to the bit beyond the next Sunday, if you get my drift. Anyway, before I start jabbering on yet again, I've actually got, well, not these count as real notes, but I'm going to try and keep them in a little bit more of an order now. I'm going to start off with the steelbooks and new releases, and then I'm going to do any foreign import stuff, including at the end of those where I've updated a new DVD and my new arrivals, and at the end of those I'm going to do where I've updated a DVD, and then I'm going to add on to the end where I'm just continuing a series, usually of TV, where I'm up to a certain point and I've just brought the next one along. Okay, starting with a rather nice Zabi 4K. This is the 2014 Godzilla. It's the new Zabi exclusive 4K, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. Haven't opened it. I will, if you would like me to. Please comment and say you would like me to do an unboxing. I can't do unboxing to everything, but with this being a steelbook and an exclusive, I certainly will if I receive requests to do so. I do have a steelbook of this already for the Blu-ray, but I've got the 3D Blu-ray, so I'll be keeping that. So, because obviously I'd like to keep the 3D as well. This is rather nice. I found out that there is a steelbook of 300. I love the film. However, the steelbook was sold out just about everywhere I looked. The 4K steelbook of this. But I found this one in Italy going for less than the price of a regular steelbook on usually when it's released. So I think it's the same 4K discs anyway, so apart from it's an Italian writing on the back, that's identical. Just looking at it, it's even got Ultra HD and Blu-ray are the same apparently in Italian as they are in English. Well, they are on that release. This is the 4K I've just recently picked up. I was waiting for the price to come down, and I think I found this one second hand. I didn't want to pay out too much for it because I know that a lot of people don't particularly rate the film itself. I'm willing to give it a go and go into it with a totally open mind because I know they've done something totally different and totally ignored any historical accuracy and really just played about with it. And that's the latest Robin Hood version that's on 4K. And to be honest, not only that, I did want to see the film to see what had they done with it and what upset people so much. But I didn't want to go and just get the Blu-ray and at a relatively cheap price. I wanted the 4K because whatever the situation, I hear that the 4K itself is reference quality image and audio, so it didn't seem any point in buying up the Blu-ray to discover I liked it or didn't like it and then buy the 4K later. On to a little bit of manga. This is, I can never remember, it's a very long title. Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online. And it's both the releases. I think it's two halves. Oh, this is part 1 and part 2 of the series. I think Sword Art Online is quite a big thing. I hadn't got any of those, so I'm not familiar with it. But this is a standalone subset, as I understand it. So getting this, I can get an idea of whether I will enjoy it enough to start investigating further and trying to track down the regular Sword Art Online releases. Blue Thunder. This is actually an upgrade from the DVD special edition I've got. I wanted it on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray special edition had gone out of print and was very hard to get. And this one was recently re-released. It's practically identical with a slight difference in I think it's mostly in the languages and the subtitles. I know because I went through it with a tooth comb and put it onto DVD Compare for the stats because they didn't have it. But I think it's a good film, and I wanted the higher quality. And other than that, I think it's probably the same scan, so it'd be the same as the special edition with similar features. On to some German imports. Bounty Killer. Yeah, very subtle. Yeah, I don't think it. Obviously, I don't know why I'm trying to read the back. I did see a translation because you can get this one in English, but only on DVD. I think it's similar to the idea of a cross between Mad Max, that sort of thing, and Death Proof is, I think, the two they mention. I can just about make them out in the English, so that's why I was looking. It does say it's based on a graphic novel, so it looked exciting. So that's your ear. And as you can tell, I've already opened it and swapped the cover around, so it doesn't have the great big age sticker on it getting in the way. I think actually it does have on the flip side. I'll check it. Is this the one? Yeah. On the main one with the H logo on it. It has the names across the top. They also remove those on the when you use the flip side of the reversible cover. So that's Christina. Is it Christina? Yeah, Christina Loken of Terminator 3 fame. She also comes up in another couple of German imports, but they aren't until next week. Gary Busey's in it. Matthew Marsden. So there are some names I've heard of there. Here's one that certainly splits opinion. I actually saw it at cinema and laughed quite a lot. Most people hated it. The Happy Time Murders, and I don't know what people were going into the cinema expecting when it was advertised as an adult Muppet movie with lots of foul language, and then there were complaints about the fact that it had Muppets in it and it was just relying on foul language and that sort of thing for laughs. Well, Yeah, that's what the advertising said it was going to do. And obviously, if you don't like Melissa McCarthy, then you're not going to like it. And I know that she's very marmite. But I don't mind her. Actually, I'm for once I'm actually pretty much on the fence. I'll just decide when I see the film. But this, I actually did laugh out loud in the cinema. Sue me. Oh, another German classic. Well, German import classic. Sharktopus versus Terracuda. Yeah, I got Sharktopus from Germany recently. I thought I'd continue down this route. This has got the 3D, and for some reason or other, these are much more available and easy to get hold of as German releases, certainly on Blu-rays, than they are in the UK. Some of them, I think, you can get Blu-rays of in the UK, but it's rare to find them on 3D or whatever. And if I want to get them in the same style from the same place, it's just a lot easier to get them from the same place. In this case, Amazon Germany. And like I said, they're usually a reasonable price. Barbed wire. Yeah, okay. This is the German import to replace my DVD. I can't remember whether this is available on Blu-ray at all in the UK. If it is, then obviously I got the German one for a reason. I think this is the only way you can get the slightly lengthened unrated cut is to go for the German one. I think that's the only way you can get it on Blu-ray. I had the unrated cut on DVD, but that was on the US one. But the US Blu-ray, I think, is the cut down slightly. I think it's only the slightly extended scenes at the end of the credits, but I just don't like it on principle. The any sort of cuts unless there's a specific reason, like animal cruelty, like real animal cruelty. So I got this one, and as you can tell, I've already swapped around the case. I think, yeah, no, actually, no. This one actually has a version cover, but it's alternative artwork on the inside. It doesn't have any ratings logo on at all, which it might be surprising. But for this particular one, they somehow got away with putting a sticker with the ratings logo on the outside of the shrink wrap. I don't think you're allowed to get away with that in this country in case somebody takes it off. Oh, who cares? But anyway, I prefer that cover, so I'm leaving that one out. And I'll get around to watching it soon. There's something else I was going to say on this. Yeah, obviously I have watched it, otherwise I wouldn't update it, and it was quite good fun. But how they say this story is based on Casablanca, I still can't see. Project A, parts 1 and 2. Well, Project A and Project A Part 2, go from the official titles. UK release. It's Jackie Chan. It's not Jackie Chan apparently at his best, but it's still Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan not at his best is still pretty damn good. Back to a real classic. Well, it's released on the Vintage Classic label as well. That's sort of usually a hint. Third Man, Orson Welles. So, yeah. Described on the back as a thing of true cinematic beauty. And obviously it's an extremely famous and well regarded film, and this one is a 4K restoration, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I don't think I've actually seen it in full before. This one I was actually looking for the 1980s version, but that's out of print and costs an absolute fortune. So when I noticed that the remake, which got a reasonably good score when I had a little look for it, and is, if not well regarded, then it looks like it's just a bit of fun. Was available for like a couple of quid or something like that. I thought, why not? The remake of Red Dawn. I'm just double checking I got the title right. Obviously, the original had Patrick Swayze in it, and the Russians invading. Now the Russians, of course, are all our friends. So this doesn't have Patrick Swayze in it. He sadly passed away, and it's got lots of North Koreans because they're not our friends. Phase 4, a rather weird, what I call classic sci-fi, in the sense that it's not your modern take on an action type sci-fi. It's a thinking person's type sci-fi that you'd imagine be taken from a rather complex or short story or something like that and expanded to a film about experiments on ants in the desert, and they're forming a hive mind and trying to communicate with humans. It's all rather weird, and I had seen it before. I saw it on, I think it was Channel 4 when I caught it, and I came in a little bit into the film and just got intrigued, and so I thought, when this recent, I think it's relatively recent, this 101 Films release came out. I'm not saying it's yesterday, but it's certainly, I think it's relatively recent. It's got some new high def restoration and some reasonable extras. It's got commentaries and various. It's got a second disc with some short films, which, if I do that, maybe you can read the names. Let's hold it still again. Anyway, so yeah, that's Phase 4. Look at that, it's quite interesting if you're interested in a bit more hard sci-fi rather than your action sci-fi, turn your brain off stuff. Park Chan-wook's Lady Vengeance, part of the Vengeance trilogy. Was it quadrilogy? Trilogy, I believe. Yeah, I was looking to pick this up. Top video Blu-ray. So yeah, I don't have much to say about it. This isn't an upgrade. I haven't seen it before, so it follows on after Old Boy, one of his films, and that's why I believe it is part of the trilogy. This is an absolute classic and an upgrade for me from the DVD, and I'm very, very glad to have it in a better format in my collection. The original Italian Job 50th anniversary edition. What more is there to say? Michael Caine, Noel Coward, Minnie's Bank Job, loads of quotable lines. Oh yeah, there's another upgrade, one that's not quite in that league, but I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't just an excuse for a silly title. It's actually a reasonably good action crime type thriller with some sexiness thrown in. Yes, Nude Nuns with Big Guns. Yes, yeah, obviously that title, it's lending itself to attracting your eye on the shelf more than it's trying to explain that it's a high quality piece of material headed for the Oscars. But like I said, I watched the DVD, I enjoyed it, and I wanted it on Blu-ray so I can get off my DVD shelves if another reason. Now we've reached the almost at the end, and just these last couple are next in the series of a couple of TV series that I'm watching. This is Girls. This is season 5, saying finally piecing it together as the subline. They're not actually finally piecing it together because there's a season 6, but they're almost there. I've only watched the first one, and it was quite good. It wasn't super standout, but at the moment these are occasionally dropping down, even the Blu-rays, to really, really low prices. It was a while. They go through weird stages. Sometimes they're around about your mid 10 or 10 quid, bit more, something like that. But all of a sudden you'll find that somebody's dropped it and Amazon will follow or something like that to about £2.50 for the whole season. I managed to do that for season 2. I don't think I managed to get this one quite that cheaply. No, I think I got this one, and then 2 weeks later it dropped to about that cheap. Typical. And it's your standard teen group of girls, angst, growing up, learning about life, university type age. But it's 18 rated, so it doesn't pull any punches. And Outpost. This is season 3. I think they've already announced season 4 for release. They haven't shown the cover yet, though. Caught between loyalty to a friend. I haven't actually watched the early seasons, but I've read the descriptions, and it's my sort of thing. So, unleash the forgotten power before the world is forever enslaved. Yes, we'll have some of that. So the only downside is that I can't start watching it because I accidentally bought season 2 as my first purchase, and season 1 was refusing to drop in price. So I've got it on various watch lists, and I'll be sent to emails and things like that when it drops to something vaguely sensible. But in the meantime, season 3 has appeared, and season 3 was cheaper than season 1 is now. So I've now got seasons 2 and 3 to watch, but obviously I'm not going to watch them before I buy season 1. So there you go. Anyway, that's my lot. That's the first weekly haul video for the first 1 and a bit weeks of April, and I shall be doing the next week quite soon, so I can start to catch up, because obviously I'm a few weeks behind, because I was intending to do this one originally monthly, and then found out how unwieldy the last monthly video I did for March became, if for no other reason than the editing took ages when the file split because of how long it was, and then the lip sync needed sorting out, things like that, as well as the huge amounts of merchandise I still actually had to show. Anyway, if you like the video, if you like the haul, please comment down below, and if there's anything there specifically you would like to see opened and me to do an unboxing of or something like that, then again, comment down below. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you think you want to see any more of these haul videos, or the unboxings, and I'm still intending to keep on going with my full collection. I've done numbers A's and B's. I know that's not very many, and hopefully do the C's quite soon. But the clutter around here is making it a bit difficult. Then please also hit the subscribe if you can. If you really like it, can you share it out to see if anybody else you know would like to do the same. And in the meantime, keep on enjoying all that TV that's available, all that physical media, all those films, and let's hope we get back to the cinema soon. I can get this shaved off. Thank you very much. Bye bye.